Hi, it's Derpy Moose 99. This is part two of Solasta, Crown of the Magister. In part one, we did the character creation and completed the tutorial. And now we're off to see the council to find out what's going on. So without further ado, this is Solasta, Crown of the Magister, part two. Thank you.
This place is magnificent.
Let's see if we can talk to the mayor. I don't think we can.
I'm busy. Come back later.
Thanks.
Nice gardens. I never thought I'd get so close to the embassies.
Look at the size of this council hall.
So this is what they spend our taxes on.
Look, is that...
The princess! Wait,
Now it's actually the
she
start of the
leaving?
game.
Apparently so.
then who will administer the oath?
The maid who empties a chamber pot. No, we're not as important as that. Perhaps a stable boy.
You thought it would be the princess?
Doesn't she lead the council?
No. In this chamber, she's just another delegate. Lady Keene, the council's oathkeeper, is trusted by all.
Lord Karen,
Yes, milady.
are these your new deputies?
They are, milady.
My name is Lyra Keene, Oathkeeper of the Council,
Quiet, everyone.
and I will be administering your vows. Once sworn in, you will carry the authority of the Council wherever you go. Your every action will reflect upon the Council's reputation. Remember that. Always. Now, please, raise your right hands. Do you, each and all, solemnly swear your lives and allegiance to this council, and promise to carry forth our mission to protect our alliance from any who would threaten the common good?
I
I
swear.
swear.
Excellent. Lord Karen will enter your name into the council's register. Thank you for your service.
Congratulations, deputies.
Wait, that's it?
I suppose you imagine something more pompous.
No, I don't know. It just feels a bit anticlimactic.
Sorry to disappoint. So, the mission. As I'm sure you know, the council maintains a number of outposts to secure the border between the Principality and the Marches. One of them is the former Imperial Fortress, KLM. It's held by some 50 troops under the command of Captain Henrik. He sends us weekly status reports, or rather, he used to. We haven't heard a word from him in 3 weeks. Leave immediately for KLM and find out if anyone there is still alive. If Captain Henrik or anyone else is still breathing, bring him back. The Council wants a first-hand report.
a whole garrison gone? There are only 4 of us.
Just find out what happened. Run back if you get scared.
Got it. Though we were hoping for a first mission with more riches than risk, if you catch my drift.
You don't get to choose your mission, I'm afraid. So, gather what you need and go. Time is of the essence.
Wait, these marches, they're not in the Badlands, are they?
The Marches are a no man's land, between the civilized world and the Badlands. It's outside the chain of mountains that really define the Badlands. We wouldn't send you in there. Yet.
What can you tell us about this Captain Henrik?
A fine officer, more than 15 years in the Principality's army. He inspires trust, loyalty, and courage, hence the decision to post him there, facing danger.
Right. I guess that's that. It's on to KLM.
Hey, you may be short in there, Grace, but you're the feisty one for sure. Okay, I'm just going to explore a little bit of the map here. Oh, we get to level up too. Forgot about that.
That's some view.
Oh, looks like either the crew or a bunch of early contributors or something. Cool. And looks like there's something over here too. Angry Violet, cool. Here, so if we look at the map, these are actually quick travel points here. So right now we can't talk to any of the vendors or anything, or too many of them. So I'm just going to go back here, and this is right by the inn that we were in. So there's 2 vendors we can talk to right now. Oh, and there's also the scavengers here too. This is a different mechanic. So let's talk to the scavengers here if we can.
I'll be with you in a minute.
Oh, I guess we can't. Now over here is a vendor that sells sort of normal stuff. So we need a few things to get outfitted here. So I'm just going to have a look through the characters here. So we've got a longsword and shield. I don't like the javelins. Have a backpack. It's cool. And you've got a longbow. Let's have a look at your skills here for a second. Your proficiencies, weapons and armor. And let's see here. Simple, martial, light, medium, shield. So I think you can use crossbows. All right. And cleric is simple and martial. And the wizard can do short bow and a long bow. And a light crossbow. Okay, cool. So let's talk to Gorham here.
Come back later. I'm busy with the accounts.
Oh, okay. I guess we can't talk to any merchants at this point in time. We better get rested and do our level up here. All right, so in order to level up, we have to do a long rest, which you can do at one of those long rest campfires that we found before. The other way is to go to an inn here.
Hello, adventurers. What can I offer you?
Your beer is terrible, and that's being polite about it.
What? What? I've never had any complaints about the beer before. Maybe your palate is not refined enough.
Tell us about your tavern.
The inn? Well, it's not that old, but somehow it feels like it's been here forever. Well, you can meet all kinds of people here, that's the good thing. An old scavenger, a diplomat from the council, a knight, a lord, a beggar. We also have rooms to rent by the night.
Why the name Gravekeep's Cask?
Well, it's very old from imperial times. Perhaps a historian would know, but I don't.
We'd like to stay for the night.
Sure. Just walk up to the suite and settle in.
A suite.
It's more like a large bedroom, really. But you know, this is the capital city.
All right, so we're going to level up. Okay, we can smite. Choose a fighting style as a speciality. This is cool about this game too. If you hit this at higher levels, it'll tell you what your options are or what your ability gains are going to be down the road here. So like I think at level 5 here, we get an extra attack, that kind of stuff. That's pretty cool. If you're into character building and stuff, you can kind of look ahead here. So, let's see. Let's look at the different styles here. While you're wearing armor, you get a bonus of 1 to AC. Dueling. This would be like if you're two-handed. Great weapon. Alright, okay. I guess dueling is without his shield. When a creature you can see attacks a target other than you that is within 1 cell of you, you can use your reaction to oppose disadvantage. So combat has advantage, disadvantage, and neutral. It's pretty big in this game, so. But I'm going to make this guy very, 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 very tanky paladin, I think. So I'm going to go defense bonus of 1 to AC. Right? And spells. Don't do spells very much with a paladin. Divine Favor, Shield of Faith, Arrows and Cure Wounds, Bless. That's all good. Okay, so level 3 is the big level for a lot of these characters where they sort of pick a specific specialty, if you will. Now, there's archery here, gain +2 with range weapons. Defense, dueling, and 2 weapon fighting. So, let's see, Grace, I'll let you pick between, let's say, archery or 2 weapon fighting. The other two I don't think are that great. And I'll just have a quick sip of coffee. Well, you're going to be set up in this game with, like, say, a sword or 2 daggers or something like that as melee weapons, and you'll have a bow. So you can have a bow either way, and you can have melee weapons either way. All the choices here is if you pick the archery one, you get a bonus to the bow, and 2 weapon fighting means you can use, like, 2 short swords instead of a short sword and a dagger. Archery? Okay, sounds good. And 2 class spells. So it's kind of funny in this game. Food weighs a ton. So you're going to take a spell called Goodberry, so you can conjure food. Take that, and this one here, if you hold down Alt 2, you get more information. Receives 1d6 damage when hit by the caster with a weapon attack. So Hunter's Mark is really cool here. So we're going to do that one. And this is our Cleric. Okay, and what spells we want here? We don't care about Bane. Ones we care about. Bless for sure, Cure Wounds for sure. Healing Word is good because it's like Cure Wounds, but you can do it at a distance. Slightly less effective, but you can do it at a distance. And, don't really need Inflict Wounds. Don't really need Detect Magic either. Detect Good and Evil, maybe. Probably no big deal. This is a Battle Cleric, so what does this actually say? Oh, 4d6? No. Let's try that. I've never tried that one. Alright, we can always change them later. It's a Cleric, right? Okay, level up. Oh, Wizard. Wizard spell casting, blah, blah, blah. Okay, the coolest one here, in my opinion, is Shock Arcanist. Or Arcanist. So basically when you're using, like, the offensive spells, you get a bonus. So the other ones are like Green Mage, Lore Master. I don't think you can do the Court Mage in the base game, so I'm going to go Shock Arcanist. And for spells, how many do we get here? 2. I haven't tried this one, but it could be pretty cool. 2d8 damage plus pushing people away. So I'm going to take that one. Sleep is only really good at lower levels. We have all the languages covered, I think. Expeditious retreat, nah. Long stride, no. Jumping distance increase. Let's maybe go Greece, okay? And, okay, now we can visit the shops. Alright, so let's go out here. And we want to go to the... Let's hit the right button there. Back to Gorham here. Now here's where we're going to do some outfitting. So we don't have to buy food. Like if you don't have anybody that can do the good barrier crate food spell, you need to buy a lot of food and it's heavy. But we've got a ranger with us, so...
Welcome to Gorham's Emporium.
Are you Gorham?
That's me, the one and only.
Alright, I want to get rid of these javelins. And so we have a sword and shield already, so what I want to get here... how much gold? We have 137. Can't really... I don't know if I can justify 52 at this moment, so let's take a light crossbow. And let's see here. And let's take, say, 40 crossbow bolts, and let's do that. And for you, you have a longbow already. Short sword really makes sense for now. You're probably going to use a lot of arrows though. So let's get like 100 arrows. And our cleric here has a crossbow. Let's just get a few bolts here. And our wizard is an elf that can use a longbow, I think. So, where's our longbow here? 52, we can afford that. And a few arrows. Yeah, you know, I was debating the 52 for the heavy crossbow. Can we sell this? Well, you know what? I'm not going to do that for now. That was a bit of a mistake. I should have taken the heavy crossbow. But let's do that. I'm just going to quickly do these things here. So ammo goes up at the top here. I'm going to have the cleric collect all the potion ingredients. Scroll crafting. I'll give that to the cleric as well. Oh, these javelins here, we want to sell that. So the next time you go in to talk to the merchant, you don't have to click on the merchant and go through the dialogue. Oh, hang on.
Deputies, a word if you please.
So famous already. I love it.
You are in there too. Are you a member of the council?
I'm Annie Bagmorder, quartermaster of the Scavengers Guild. We don't have a seat in there, but they all know exploring the Badlands without us would be a bad idea. That's why you should stop by our headquarters downtown. You'll need our services, I'm sure.
Is that compulsory?
No. But you'll find our services useful. Everyone does. Did Lord Karen not tell you?
No, he pretty much stuck to giving orders.
Oh, right. Anyway, we offer plenty of help and advice to beginners like you.
We are grown-ups, you know. At least most of us are.
Of course you are. Well, good luck.
At least she's not another lady or something.
Inviting beggars to the council. How peculiar.
I'd rather visit the temple, honestly.
The scavengers. They've seen so much already. The first explorers of the ancient empire.
So what do you think? Should we check out their headquarters?
It's not far, but
I've had enough talking. Let's go and kill some monsters.
If there's business to be done, we can't afford not to.
It's funny you say that about the crossbows in Skyrim, because I do that DLC far enough in at least to get the dwarven, what was it, enhanced dwarven crossbow. I think that thing's awesome. Alright, I wanted to get rid of the javelins here, so let's do that. And yeah, I guess we gave them away for free. Alright, so like I said, we don't need food. And now you've got a longbow. Yeah, if you want a crossbow, we'll have to wait until we get a little bit more money here. Is your heart set on crossbow? Because all right, let's get this in here. No, don't sell it. Get out of the vendor menu here. Let's do this. All right. Okay. And we're going to give all that stuff to the cleric. Potion of healing, we'll give that to the cleric. Scroll crafting, we can read that one. Magnesium, Angry Violet, and Galavan Amaranth. Okay. And you can read these crafting manuals here. So the deal in crafting is you have to have a crafting manual, read it, and then you'll know how to do it. So if you go into the crafting menu here, you have to have these kits. So the cleric has a herbalism kit and a scroll kit here. And our wizard is going to be doing our magic items. And we need a Mana Colin rosary, but we can't afford one yet. And I think she's proficient in herbalism and scrolls as well too. But for now, we're almost broke and we need to do the starting mission, so we're going to go do that. Pearl crafting item here. You have to collect crafting items, you have to get the kit to do it, and you have to have the recipe is kind of how the whole thing works out there. Okay, light source there. And actually, you know what? Let's give the candles to the wizard here. And we can give these. Alright, enough messing around. Let's have a quick chat with the magic vendor over here. It's just all about the tutorial for the crafting and stuff like that.
Hello, how may I help you?
Alright, so if you come in here, different items here like spell focuses, I'm not too sure exactly the impact of those. Because I've run without them and it didn't seem to make much difference. You can buy some crafting components in here. A couple of minor recipes. And there's a crafting manual for stuff, for example. And this is what we want to do for magic item crafting. But it's 115 gold, so we're going to have to wait a while. And there's some stuff for, crafting ingredients and stuff like these things for healing potions and stuff like that. So magnesium, and I think these Galavan Amaranth and the Angry Violets, that's a healing potion, for example. Let's come over here and let's have a chat with the scavengers.
Ah, you came.
You piqued our curiosity. So, what exactly do you have to offer?
You don't know?
Do you sell healing potions?
No, we don't. There's a shop for that.
What kind of help do you offer to people like us?
Simple. Now, people like you typically carry out missions for the Council. In the Marches, even in the Badlands. Sometimes far away, like Captain Merrin.
Who's Captain Merrin?
You really must be new. She's one of yours. Senior Deputy of the Council. Anyway, you trek out to some old ruin in the Badlands, kill a bunch of orcs. Well, you're still a bit green, so let's say goblins.
Ouch! You're hurting our feelings.
Orcs will hurt much more than your feelings, believe me. And stop interrupting, it's rude. So let's say you find yourself with a whole load of rusty swords, leather armor, shields, too much for you to lug back here.
Oh, so we're puny as well as green. Thanks so much.
So instead, you brave heroes just clear the place of monsters and draw us a nice clean map. Then we take our carts and pick up every piece of junk. We bring it back, we sell it, and we split the profits with you. We move the stuff, you go off to kill more bad things. Everybody wins.
For a percentage, of course.
What? You could never carry it all anyway. Not in your little backpacks.
Well, thank you. I guess that's it for us.
Fine. Feel free to visit us any time. Or drop into any scavenger camp.
Are there others?
Anywhere we can settle. By the way, if you find Captain Henrik, tell him we're still interested.
In what?
In getting our people to Caer Lem. The outpost is perfect for us. Close to the Badlands, with plenty of space for our camp.
Right. We'll tell him if we find him.
That would be appreciated. The more you do for us, the more we do for you.
Oh. So this business relationship can get better.
And I hope it will, friend.
I guess we'll see you around then.
Sure. Good luck out there. And don't forget, in the Badlands, always keep your eyes open.
All right. Just gonna save here. I'll make a save called safe. All right, and there's nothing else really to do in town right now, so we're gonna run off over here. Oh, please stay in town for now. There you go. Oh, it won't let me go without buying food. Alrighty then. I guess it doesn't know about the good berry. Yep, I'll quickly buy some food here. Alright, now you can see down here there's an encumbrance bar. So if you get over the first one here from none to light, it's a bit of a disadvantage in combat. So the food is actually fairly heavy. That's why we're using the magic good berry spell for the food regeneration. So let's come back over here. Alright, and let's start traveling. Okay, so here we are in Caer Kiflin, and we're going to Caer Lem. Alright, and we hit travel, and we're gonna go. If you go fast, you'll have tons of random encounters. If you go slow, you'll have none but use more food. So I'm just gonna go normal. Oh, ambushed. Alright, so 3 bandits and we are surprised, so this is gonna go badly to start with. So, surprise is a big thing in this game. It's like a free round. So, you want to sneak around on your a lot as a party and try and surprise bad guys. So, you can see up above too, the hit points and stuff are all question marks. So, you have to gain experience on monsters to be able to understand like what you're facing and stuff. Alright, so there's nobody beside us right now, so let's just shoot this guy. Good shot. Yeah, I don't think there's any spell. Oh, we should have done that. Oh well. Let's maybe cast that on this guy over here.
Natura Divo Malmis.
Okay, and then end turn. Now we can do a mace attack here. Miss.
Come on!
Thanks. What spells can you cast here? How about Shield of Faith on our wizard?
Abio Clippe.
We're gonna rest again right away so we can use whatever spells and stuff we want without worrying about it. Alright, here's our paladin. And let's go after this guy here. And here's an example of smite. So we only have 2 smites per between like full rests right now, just at this level, but we're gonna smite.
Lucky? Perhaps.
So you can see the sword did 8, and then the smite did 6 additional damage. Pretty cool. And nothing that we want to cast there, so we'll just end turn. Now, our wizard here. What do we have for spells here? Oh, we could do mage armor, but let's just do your basic magic missile right to the face here.
Arcana Evo Malmis.
Good kill.
Oh, that worked. Okay, now we did that hunter's mark over here in the highwayman, but this guy's actually right in our face right now. Why don't we shoot the highwayman anyways? Right now, Alright, finish off the highwayman. Okay, you use your holy strike on him. Okay, paladin, finish off this guy. No, come on, buddy. Well, let's sneak around the back here so we got him surrounded. Alright, now we've got our wizard. Let's go cantrip and let's go shadow dagger here.
Arcana Oli Malmis.
Nope. Bandit saved rats. Okay. Don't hurt
You're
the ranger.
still in the fight, my friend.
Alright, I'm just gonna switch you over to short sword here. Done. Now we don't have to pick up any loot or anything just because we've got the scavengers, but I always like to take a look at it and see what we've got. Money doesn't really. Let's see, leather, chain. There's a light crossbow. Yeah, we'll take the money for now. Don't really worry about the food or anything. Okay. Let's just go back to the campfire here. And gonna resume. So you see here it says Grace casts the good berry spell and provides food for the whole party. So if you do play this game, make sure you have somebody that can do, if you don't have a ranger, I think clerics can create food, but not till a higher level spell, I think.
So that's Carolem.
We're almost there. It's just up the hill.
It's a little too quiet, don't you think?
We're in the marches, so quiet can't be trusted.
Quite so. We must be on our guard.
Yeah, let's have a quick look at inventory here. So we snuck a crossbow out there. It's a light crossbow, but that's probably okay. How many bolts does okay, so let's steal some bolts from the two fighters, or the fighter and the cleric here. And let's go crossbow. Oops. And let's give the arrows down to the wizard here. I'm gonna have a lot of arrows, but that's okay. Alright, so you've got a light crossbow and you've got two short swords, it looks like. Okay, and give these to the priest here. And yeah, healing remedy, that's fine. Alright, and I'm just gonna save this real quick here. Call it CL for Carol M. Okay, and let's make sure everybody's set on bows here. Alright, and everybody's sneaking, and let's go up the trail. I don't see anything yet.
Oh, what's that smell?
Oh, what do we got here? Goblin. Now let's see. Oh, there's one down there. Let's see if we can sneak attack. That's how you got on a sneak attack. Ah. Okay, so cover is a thing in this game for missile weapons. Yeah, I don't think there's anything we want to cast right now. Now, how many are there? It looks like there's about 6 of them. Let's shoot this guy. Still hidden, this is cool. Can we see this guy? Yes, we can. Okay, shoot that one. Good shot. Ouch. Alright, can we see anything from here? Yeah. Yeah, oops. Yeah, let's rush the paladin. That's always a good idea. Okay, switch to sword and board here. And let's give him a smite.
You have them now.
I probably should have moved that person, but you can move after. All right, now who else do we have here? You.
Well done.
Okay, there's one left somewhere. So let's take a bit of cover here. Yep, rush the paladin. Good life choice, that. No, we don't need that.
That's battle.
You can come up here. You won't be required, but... Don't need to smite.
Impressive move, my friend.
Yeah, we don't really need to
Where
take
did
a
those goblins come from?
Some hole in the mountain, I guess.
Money, 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 money. Short bow. Arrows, torch. Good enough for now. Okay. Let's go back into sneaky mode here and let's see what else. Oh, cool. Tracks. Ooh. Okay. Layer of filth. Well, let's see what that's all about. Okay, let's get everybody over onto bows here.
Damn, it stinks.
We should be cautious from now on.
Thanks for the clue there. That was good. Goblin cave. Okay. Was that one over there? Oh, what are these things here hanging above? Traps, maybe? Falling hazards, blah, blah, blah. Ready to fall on enemies or you, okay. I can hear him. Oh, is that one there? No. Okay. There's one there. Okay. Important here to try and get the sneak attack going. Oh, crap. I don't think anybody can see. There's any other ones here. We're about to get discovered. And I don't think we can retreat quick enough. Let's try that. No.
Of course
Oh, well.
you've been detected.
So much for this sneaking. Okay. Wow, there's a line of sight thing in it. That was a heck of a shot. Alright, let's hide you behind this block over here. And you... You can see him from there. No, we don't need the holy strike.
You were doomed.
Oh, I didn't see these two over here. Okay. Uh-oh. Let's take some cover. There's two here. There's got to be a third one around somewhere too. Oh, over here. You missed. Okay, you're still in sneaky mode here. Let's come over here. Now you've got a bow, but also maybe we can use a cantrip here. Let's use a firebolt. I'd say that worked. Okay, down to 2 here. Yeah, go stand right up there. Oh, rush the paladin? No. Alright. 2 short swords right to the... Yeah. Alright, and where's the other one? Over there. Let's get an angle on him. Hey, you're not really in a great spot. Alright, and you can't see him. Okay. So when you can't see somebody, you can go ready and range attack. And if somebody moves in your range, it's like a Overwatch kind of thing. Okay, can you see him there? You can, okay. You missed again.
Only the last blow matters.
Yeah. Go stand in the open, see if they'll rush the paladin again. Well, let's do another cantrip. Let's do another firebolt here.
Arcana Evo Malmis. Palpable hit.
Perfect. Not sure what those extra dice rolls are, but let's have a look around here. So if we do that, and there's the hanging things here. Over here there's a container. So let's get Grace. You can go probably most agile person here. Okay, some crafting. We'll take the crafting stuff. Scroll and potion. We'll leave the food. Okay, now you can go on the map here too, and it'll show you where the other chests are if you've sort of explored the area. So there's another one over here. Now we don't really need everybody. Just Grace here. Yeah, now if I was playing solo, I'd go around to all this dropped loot just to check it out, but we're just gonna let the scavengers get most of it unless we really need arrows or something. Notebook page, don't care. Crafting, oh, prime dagger. Here's an example of once we start crafting magic items, you need a primed weapon or a primed armor. And then there's some ingredients and stuff like that, so we're definitely taking that. And we've got enough arrows in right now anyway, so. Alright. Looks like, okay, this is probably finished, eh? Yeah. So is there a fireplace here? Okay, it doesn't look like there's anywhere to rest here. Okay, so we might as well, it looks like that was a side mission, I guess. So, I'm actually going to go right back to here.
Sometimes there's simply no choice.
Alright, I guess we should go back into cautious mode here. Okay, looks like we're getting close. Kind of walking right up to the front door here, but let's see what happens.
I have a bad feeling about this.
There's no one here. Not even corpses.
Look! That tower! That's insane!
Amazing. Classic Temarian architecture. I read about that, you know. It just ended up here after the cataclysm. Incredible.
Anyway, we have a mission. Let's check the fortifications.